Thank you for joining me, David. Let's jump straight in with some of these curious words that keep on cropping up at election time.
Sure.
And one thing that is bound to be sizzling on election day is the barbecue.
And the barbecue stopper. That's the other thing too, because I think it was John Howard who came up with that topic that gets everyone talking. Then it stops the barbecue because it's either a divisive issue, it's one that polarizes, or one that you drop the tongs, you put the missiles aside and think let's thrash this out. Barbecue stopper is one of my favourite phrases, and it's also a 15 letters, which is just perfect for a cryptic crossword. So very fond of those as well.
And the thing that's on the barbecue that also sizzles.
It's the democracy sausage, and nobody wants to know what goes into a democracy sausage, just like sausages. But it's all the constituents of this messy business we call politics goes into the metaphorical sausage. But really, it is a celebration of Australian our laissez-faire attitude. While it is a compulsory act to vote, and it is a very responsible act to vote, there's always that wonderful Australian nonchalance that surrounds it. There's the classic photos of people rocking up at Bronte or at Mornington Peninsula in their boardies, but exercising their democratic responsibility and grabbing a snag on the way out. Or those little cakes. I love how more and more of these polling booths are getting involved with creative pastries. In the past, there might have been something like a Tony Rabbit. So it was a little bicky with big ears, all that sort of stuff. I think that is a delicious extension of the democracy sausage.
Do you have any particular favourites from the last year or two?
I do. I actually think one that, pub test is really good. And even though I think the UK was the origin of that topic, which sounds quite likely, Australians have really made it their own. And I do like the notion of, when a policy or an idea is flagged, when that sort of kite flying, or even the early mention by, the Prime Minister or one of the ministers about a potential idea. Let's say it's very fast trains. And let's say the very fast trains will cost $4 billion. Now, is that going to pass the pub test? And I like that idea that people sitting around, around a table that's just sticky with beer and G&T and a bag of chips, and we're saying $4 billion for a very fast train. My Uncle Tony could build it for $3 billion. I like the idea of it's kind of democracy in action, because I think it is very much a phrase of our culture right now.